Good afternoon. I need to fix this. I need to fix it. Is that fixed? I'm not really sure. Okay, we are going to be painting our bread dough that we sculpted the other day. This is legit the saddest little creature I've ever seen. And he's not even put together, but that's okay. I feel, you know how I like to have a disclaimer? I feel it's important to say that most of the time when I'm doing these things live, you are not getting my best work. Because, man, this guy, he's sad. Anyway, I've got all of my pieces. I didn't set up our second camera angle today because I figured I can hold the pieces and show you. I'm just going to paint it. Nothing fancy. So I've got a few paintbrushes here. Some little ones. I've got my little jar with some water. I've got a piece of paper towel. And I've got some paints. These are actually the paints for my paint by numbers that I've been working on. I was too lazy to go downstairs and get some other acrylics. So this is what we're working with. And basically, we're just going to paint our pieces today. One thing I did forget to get is we need something that we can sit these pieces on to dry. So I'm just going to grab a piece of tin foil or something here because I don't want to put it on the paper towel because the paper towel will stick. And tinfoil is one thing that I have enough of to last me for another millennium. So I'll just use some of that. So just a little piece of tinfoil. And really, you don't need a how-to on how to do this, but we're literally just going to paint the pieces. So as a refresher, I'm making the saddest cat in the universe. Look at these paws. What is that even? I don't know. And its sad little lumpy body. Its tail's kind of cute. And then it's got a couple stumpy little legs. And then its face. Its face might be the saddest part of all. Here's his little face. It's going to look more like something when we paint it. I'm sure of it. Anyway, so I'm going to make this a gray kitty because, you know, I have a gray kitty. So just going to get some paint. And we're going to paint these pieces. Like, for real, you don't need much of a tutorial for this one. But I realize that people are here tuning in more for something to do than to learn how to paint some terrible looking little pieces of clay. I really should have gone for the ladybug. The ladybug would have been the better item. Oh well, live and we learn. So I'll do this up where you can see because I'm sure you can't figure out how to paint it without seeing me do it. Maybe I will go like this. There. Oh yeah, now you can have a real good view. So this is very technical. I've painted all the way around, but I can't do that last end until I sit it down. So I'm going to sit it down and paint that last little bit. All right. So that very first challenging part, the little lump of a stone body is done. So now I'm going to paint the paws. If it wasn't for the fact that I gave the sucker cat ears, I could turn it into a sloth and it probably would look a whole lot better. But what are you going to do? Isn't it lovely how nice and sunny it is out today? Can you look at that sun? Oh, man. I've become an expert at talking to myself also. That's a skill I had pre-pandemic, but now we've really increased my expertise in talking to myself. So one sad little paw. Honestly, guys, you're just going to paint it. You don't need to watch this. Not to tell you to ignore me, but I will say that his little body, or her little body, is still a tiny bit wet. So if your pieces are thicker, you're probably going to have to wait a few more days before it's really ready. I don't think it's a real big deal to paint it when it's not quite dry, although it might impede its drying ability. Leg painted, or paw, I should say. And then we just have the tail, and the two back legs, and then the face we will take a little bit more care with to try and make this look less like a lump that a 5-year-old made. Actually, I think a 5-year-old could have done a better job than I did on this one. I have had people tell me I should be kinder to myself about my abilities. And that's why this is not my best. And that's why I'm kind of making fun of myself, because I could definitely do a better job than this. But whatever. I'm not Martha Stewart, folks. So yeah, that's basically all we're doing today, is painting our little pieces, and we're going to let those dry. And then on Saturday, we're going to glue this sad little creature all together, and then have a great big laugh about what a pitiful craft I made this week. I'm going to have to go back to paper flowers. That seems to be my expertise. My brain wasn't all that inspired this week, though. This was the best I could come up with. So I'm going to paint his whole head gray, and then I'll go back and add in the details. I think I'm going to give him I was going to give him green eyes, but I'm slightly concerned that that's going to make it look like a demon cat. So I think I have some darker green. Well, I guess maybe this one's a darker green. You may have to do more than one coat of paint. I'm just going to take a second to wash my fingers before I try to finish this guy. This is like really, really grasping at things here today, folks. But I'll have you know, I put all my dishes away and loaded the dishwasher before we came on here, so that you wouldn't have to look at a huge counter full of dirty dishes. So if nothing else, I should get some props for that. All right, I'm going to get dark green, because I am afraid that if I use this bright green that it's going to look like a demon. And yes, you should let yours dry before you go adding more, but obviously I'm not doing that. So we got a little guy with green eyes. And then I am going to let it dry. And when everything is dry, I'm going to come back and I'm going to put a little pink nose, and I'm going to put a little pink in either ear. But I can't do that until this gray has dried. So honestly, truly, 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 you didn't need me to do this on video. I just went through and painted all of my sad little pieces. And I'm going to pick up the camera. There they are. Their sad little lumpy state. And this little green guy. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. So I'm going to add some pink for the nose, maybe, and inside the ears. And, you know, that's just going to bring it right around. And it's going to look. Remember I said on Monday this was going to be folk art. This is going to be like 3-year-old folk art. So this one is a quick one because really it's just painting all of your pieces. So that is it for today. Saturday, we're going to glue this beauty together and see if it even sits on a plant pot. Other things going on. Tonight, we've got free Zumba on Zen Studio. I'm going to share the link and everything here in a few minutes. If you get my emails and you're watching this on Wednesday, I said in my email that it was going to be available as of 5 p.m. And I was a little late uploading it, and you have to set it at least 2 hours in the future. So it's going to be live as of 5:30 p.m. Not that I think everybody was planning to jump right on at 5 o'clock. But if you think that I made a mistake, well, I sort of did, but there was nothing I could do about it. Anyway, that is it for today. So Zumba tonight, free for anyone that wants to do it. It's a 27-minute class, so half an hour. And then I will see you on Friday for yoga at 1 o'clock. I am taking tomorrow off from live video. I'm doing a couple Zumba conference sessions. They're doing a virtual conference this year because they had to cancel the in-person one. So I'm doing one in the morning and one in the afternoon. So I will see you on Friday. And this is me wrapping up live video for like, I don't know, 36 hours. Ooh, so exciting. No, more than 36. No, less than 36 because I have Zumba tomorrow night. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. All right. Have a good afternoon. Go enjoy some sunshine if it's sunny where you are. And I will talk to you tomorrow or Friday. Bye.